Good morning, everyone. It's about 6:18, so I'm a little behind today, but I have some technical stuff I have to figure out. But let's get started. Today, I just wanted to kind of stick with one topic, which is going to be SEO and the newly GSO, so Generative Search Optimization. It's all about getting organic searches, and as I talked about yesterday, this personal brand website that I have is meant to get blogs up quickly, to get information out quickly and content that I think is relevant to number one, myself, and more importantly, my consumers that potentially will stumble upon it organically because I'm not spending any money. I'm not doing any paid advertising yet. This is strictly just for a lot of learnings and a lot of just building something that I get to kind of have a lot more control over and not have to really code and do everything on that end, which I have no experience in. So this one's focused on SEO and how to do it right, in my opinion, and with a little bit of help with ChatGPT, this is going to be hopefully the optimal way to lay out a website or a blog that I've written. So recently just wrote one up yesterday about Amazon's $10 billion investment into OpenAI. There's some dual benefits from OpenAI and Amazon that you can read about on this blog, but most importantly, I think the setup of it, right? Every single blog has this typical header, everybody has image and a little bit of a snippet, which is needed for the search engine to kind of take a quick snapshot of it. Other than some of the technical stuff in the back end, this is probably one of the more important snapshot areas that you want to get right into it. And right into it is where we can really capitalize on the short attention span that people have right now is by using this little thing right here, making sure that you have an author. And these might seem like just text and ability to for the consumers to digest, but this has a lot of technical benefits as well. Some SEO and, like I said, the GSO, generative AI, they want to have an area that they can take information and categorize it properly, and this is what people call schema markup. So if you mark these areas right, so if you mark this as the date of December 17th, 2025, that's what the engines, that's what the bots, that's what the AI will pull and say this was written in this date. So it's anything around this date is probably relevant. If it's a year down the road and they're doing the pull information, this is not going to be as relevant. So it's another thing that I wanted to kind of get a consistency is to make sure that I update some of these blogs. If there's more information coming in, you want to go ahead and update it and update this date to say updated on December 17th, 2026, for example. So something as small as that. If you scroll down here, you can see the TLDR. This is something pretty new that a lot of blogs should have, and this allows, once again, the AI bots and technical SEO from Google, from whatever search engine, to kind of pull a really enhanced blog feature that Google calls it. So pulling these will give you a little bit of an SEO boost. So it's going to rank higher than other people that are writing about the same topic, but don't have these features that the bots and the search engines can pull. So table of contents is here as well. It gives a nice little breakdown of where people can click and move into quickly. So the rest is just pretty much a standard block. This is what you see, you guys have seen traditionally. Everything down here is pretty standard. Even the table of contents people started creeping in the at least the past decade or so. TLDR is something that I've seen pretty new, so a lot of people just have a summary, but TLDR is a new kind of acronym that people should be using on any blogs that you guys are writing out there. Some of these boxes are just for aesthetics and breaks the blog and increases the readability of the blog a little bit better. So some of these small things like bullet points and these what I call readability features, these internal linking has been, or external linking has been a must for any blog for the Google search. But keep in mind, this is now, we're in a generation of conversational search. So AI is all about conversational search. ChatGPT, Gemini on Google is all about conversational. So the content needs to switch a little bit. So it's not about facts and information, which is rightfully should be, but a lot of questions and conversations and how you talk normally becomes really important in the meat of the blog. So one of these kind of numbered areas is important. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys my thoughts when I'm writing a blog and setting up a blog. Because remember, this is all done through a little bit through AI, mostly through AI, but somebody needs to set it up. I need to tell them that, hey, add some of these numbered blocks into the prompt and get a closing thought in there. Of course, going back up to the top again, get a table of contents in there, making sure the table of contents isn't just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get some bullet points in there as well. So it's been a process. It's one of those things that you just keep building. Add a TLDR. At first, when I added it, one of the mistakes was I just told them I add a TLDR, but then they made it 10, 12 bullet points. I'm like, no, we can only have it 5 to 6 max. So you put those restraints on AI and ChatGPT or whatever program you're using to help you write blogs, then it'll kind of adjust it. I actually need to go in and make a little adjustment because the bullet points doesn't seem like it's matching up to this. So those are the minor things. So good news with these bots is you tell it once, you command it once, you prompt it once, it'll kind of continue doing it throughout, and they'll go in and check to make sure all the other ones are consistent through that as well. So I know I ran through it quickly about how I set this up, but there's a technical SEO, technical GSO part of things like schema markups and everything that I'll talk in another video. But this would be something. If you guys are interested in starting a blog, it's not as difficult as it used to be. With the help of Lovable and these vibe coding platforms, I'm able to really spin this up and really customize it to the way I want from a personal readability perspective, and also to satisfy the new search engine, generative search engine optimization, and also the standard SEO that everybody should know about. But that's the video for today. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys tomorrow.